All right. I believe I'm about set here as I'm going to get. Been one of those crazy days where I spend a lot of my time running around trying to accomplish stuff and not really getting much done. And then I get home and have to do some stuff around the house, and then I find myself running late. But that's okay. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. Let's see. Let's see. Click on this. Click on that. That's good there. All right. Yeah. As good a time as any to get right into it. Let's see. So the topic for tonight's live stream is giant robot news? Question mark, question mark. And I'll add a third question mark. Because the franchises I keep up with, mainly Gundam and anything related to Mobile Suit Gundam, what little news there is about it, with the upcoming live action adaptation of Gundam. Talk about a anime franchise with a huge fan base. That would be Gundam. I mean, as far as giant robots go, that's probably the biggest franchise out there. I'm trying to think of what else is there. There's like Macross, Gundam, a few others, but yeah, I think Gundam is the biggest one. And of course, there's Transformers, which I'll touch on in a little bit. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I see possibly one lurker out there already. Thanks for joining me, whether you're catching me live, you're lurking, or you catch me on a replay. Like, subscribe, share. As I say, sharing is caring, and I do appreciate every bit of that. So let me. Oh, nope, that's not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting to go back here. That's what I'm wanting. All right. All right. There I am, trying to find anything and everything on the live action Gundam project that was announced way back in 2021. Yeah, way back in 2021. Let me see if I can't enlarge this. There we go. Made that a little bit bigger. This is a website, Giant Freaking Robot. This is more like everything they have under the Gundam franchise. Honestly, it's not a lot. I mean, talk about secrecy on a project. They're doing a really good job of keeping things under wraps. No leaks, no speculation. Well, no leaks, no info out there, which of course will lead to lots and lots of speculation as to what's going to happen, what kind of script it's going to be, what storyline, and all that. Let's see. Well, looking at the little blurb they have here, it's been well over a year since Netflix, along with Legendary Entertainment, announced that they were working on a live action Mobile Suit Gundam movie. The film, based on the Gundam franchise, a long running multimedia mech space opera that will see Jordan. I am never certain how to pronounce that name. Jordan Vaught Roberts. Kings of Summer, Kong Skull Island, sitting in a director's chair, overseeing Brian K. Vaughan's script. Okay, so we do have a script, we have a director. There's just not much else out there information wise. I mean, the last bit we've had was, well, plenty of articles going back to 2021, 2022, pretty much announcing announcing that there was going to be a live action adaptation. This is pretty neat. This is the only bit of concept art we've seen so far. Plot details are being kept under wraps. Gotta say, they're doing a really good job with secrecy on this project. I mean, they're not letting anything out as far as plot, characters, and whatnot. And the chat. Thank you all for joining me. I see who do I have here? I have Melted Copper. Hello. Killer Rabbit from Space. That's quite all right. I was running late myself. Craziness that was today. I almost didn't think I'd do a live stream tonight, but I figured, nah, I'll go ahead and do one, no matter how late it is. I always blow my scheduling out of the water anyway. Lemon Pie, hello. Very cool. Very cool seeing you guys in the chat. Thank you all for joining me tonight as I cover just a few articles I came across recently on, well, giant robot franchises. The only one I really care about is the live action adaptation of the Gundam franchise. Not much new out there aside from it's going to be on Netflix. We've got a director, we've got a script, and they haven't really put out much more information besides that. Everything I'm seeing goes back, a couple of years back, almost 3 years now. Oh, Voltron. That's another one. Yeah, I haven't even looked at Voltron, so I don't know what new news there is with Voltron besides the Netflix series that was out a number of years back. I kind of enjoyed that Netflix animated series. Don't remember too much about it. I know I watched it, but Now, I have not kept up with any Voltron news, oddly enough. I'm just thinking about Netflix and their mixed record of handling anime adaptations. It's been largely hit or miss, mostly miss. But if you want to talk a franchise that is bigger than Cowboy Bebop, we know how well they handled the Cowboy Bebop adaptation. Now, if you want to really upset fans of a franchise, you could really do it if you drop the ball with Gundam. And Robo Jocks reboots is coming. I have no idea what that is. Robo Jocks. I'm not following you on that one. Let's see. Yeah. Going back, like I said, going back 2 years, almost 3 years at this point. This old Screen Rant article of November 10th, 2021, where we get the one and only concept art piece from the live action Gundam franchise so far. If they've put out any others out there, I haven't seen it. Melted Copper saying it's a canon film from like the 80s. I want to say I think I remember something like that. It looked really cheesy even for the 80s. I'm going to have to Robo Jocks. I'm having to type it in. Oh, yes, I remember that now. 1989. It was Robot Jocks. And Jocks spelled Jox. Robot Jocks. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, I think I saw Red Letter Media cover it. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep up with their channel to see what they cover. uh, yeah, it was bad and had that Rocky Five America Hates Russians theme. Yes, because that was big during the 80s. Yep. I remember that. Talk about another show that came and went. Alien Nation. I kept up with that. I might have seen every episode of that old show, but again, can't remember that much about it. So yeah. Not much to this particular article. Let's see. Core Screen Rant. All things Gundam. Well, not all things Gundam, but all things Gundam, I guess Screen Rant had in their little on this one page. The only other thing they came up with November 20th, 2023, just a couple of short months ago, or a month and a half ago, was casting the Mobile Suit Gundam live action movie. 15 actors who would be perfect. Even without any official casting updates, Netflix and Lionsgate's live action Gundam movie leaves plenty to the imagination. Okay, this is a speculation piece. There's nothing official, but I believe I'll just there we go. Casting the Gundam live action 15. Oh, they picked 15 actors who they think would be perfect. Okay. I'll be the judge of that. Even without any official casting updates, it leaves plenty to the imagination. Okay, this is somebody's speculation piece. Of course, we have director known for his work on Kong Skull Island is taking on the live action adaptation. The concept art for the live action movie looks promising. I've only seen one piece of concept art for this movie or this project. Diverse range of talent, blah 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 blah. Okay, I guess this is where their speculation starts. If they were casting, if who wrote this article? This is Micah Bailey with Screen Rant. So if this person was casting the Gundam, this would be their picks. One of the most beloved anime of all time. which is exactly why a live action movie adaptation would need to be very vigilant with its casting. Yeah, you got that right. Gundam debuted in Japan in the late 70s and is essentially a cautionary tale about war and its effects on humanity. Now, that's a good way of putting it. And Melted Copper says, I like -1, but if Legendary is remaking 70s kid friendly Godzilla, I wouldn't let Jet Jaguar show. Oh, yeah, yeah. I still have not seen Godzilla -1 yet. I keep hearing about it, but I don't believe I'll have the opportunity to catch it in the theaters. So it will be streaming for me, but I am definitely looking forward to it. Let's see. So they got who is this? This character Makuve. Okay. It has been ages since I watched old Gun. Well, not ages. I caught some of it like the past year, kind of rewatching a little bit of the older Gundam, kind of refresh my memory on it. So I kind of remember this character. And this article is picking this actor for this character. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. This actor has been on Full House, Speed Racer 2008, Ninja Assassin 2009. Okay. So that's cool. For the character of Garma Zabi, Makinui, whoever this actor is, this person here. Okay, I can kind of see the fit there. Let's see. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable Chapter 1, 2017. Oh, that must be the live action JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, which I still have not seen. Knights of the Zodiac 2023. Oh, and One Piece 2023. Okay, that's cool. Aha. He's that character. Okay. Okay, that's cool. All right. Another pretty big character from the Gundam franchise. All right, all right. This is right off the bat. No, no, sorry. You've got a Caucasian redhead character, and you're going with no. Sorry, I can't follow you on that one. Let's see. For okay, this is a pretty big character in the franchise, Char Aznable, and this person picked this character, which I just don't see. No, that's crazy. I don't see that. General Revel, Ian McShane. Okay, I can kind of see him. I can kind of see that. This character. All right, so for this one, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, I can kind of see that. This person is picking. Yeah, this is like somebody's wish list, which I kind of see with this pick here. If who wrote this article? This is Screen Rants. Who wrote this article again? This is who is this? Micah Bailey. All right. So if Micah Bailey were casting live action Gundam, this is their picks. There's some yeses, there's some maybes, there's a couple of no's. Millie Bobby Brown for this character? Okay, I could see that. Okay. Okay, this character is aged late 20s, and they're going with an actor who's 41. No, you're off on that one. No, I don't think that's a good pick. Nope. Nope. Well, maybe. That's a maybe. That was the kind of article I've come to expect from Screen Rant. Let's see. Oh, yes. Quite right there, Melted Copper. When it comes to Netflix, well, when it comes to Netflix or just about anybody nowadays, if a character is a redhead, there's a bit of ginger side going on there. Well, moving from the world of Gundam to Transformers now. What the Transformers franchise would have looked like without Michael Bay. I'm cold reading this article, but my first impression right off the bat is that it would have been considerably better. I think the first Transformers movie was easily one of the worst. Well, not one of the worst, but maybe in the bottom 10 or bottom 20 worst movies I've seen, because it started off kind of bad and kind of got worse as it went along. Let's see. As it starts off here, Michael Bay's Transformers movies were very successful and also harshly criticized, but the franchise would have been completely different without him. Huh. Let's see. His directorial style brought the U.S. military as a major focus, and I can't speak tonight. In the Transformers franchise. Guess it's the F sounds that are messing me up, which was not present in the original animated series. Yeah. I mean, when you introduce elements that were not in the original animated series, you are going to trip things up. Bay's version of Transformers heavily emphasized human characters, deviating from the source material where the Autobots were the main focus. The G1 designs of Transformers were not used in Bay films. This was a big sticker for me. And I strongly suspect many a Transformer fans out there, even if you're like a casual fan like I am, yeah, the original designs were not used. Instead, we get whatever this is right here. This is, yeah, not good. Michael Bay directed the first five. There's 5 of them? Wow. Might have seen the first 3. I don't know. I don't remember. It's like the first one was bad, and I didn't have much expectation for the following movies. But 5 of them? They actually made 5 of them? Or 6 or 7, or ever how many there are. The franchise has become synonymous with his name, for better or for worse. Oh, whoa, checking out the chat here. There's like 7 Bumblebee solo film. Yeah, okay, okay. That's a lot. I would like Transformers better if they looked like what. Yeah, yeah. If they looked like their Generation 1 designs or G1 designs, they would have looked a whole lot better. Well, the design and honestly the writing and the dialogue. Yeah, there are lots of things you could really nitpick that movie. Okay. The live action Transformers franchise continues to be incredibly successful at the box office with a total gross of 4.3 billion. Wow. Mm. Yet most of the films failed to strike a chord with critics. Bay's direction involves excessive action and explosions, poor character development. Oh, yes. Yep. Female objectification. Yep. And a lack of distinctiveness for the Transformers. Yes. That's probably a high point for many of fans. Like, it's hard to tell which one is which. The first movie had a critic score of 57%. I would have given it much lower, but yeah. And each subsequent sequel has had a lower rating than the last. Now you run into the law of diminishing returns right there. Bay's version of Transformers didn't sit well with some of the animated series fans. Oh, yes, yep. Let's see. Another point that this article puts out is the Transformers military focus wouldn't exist without Michael Bay. Yeah, I think that was probably an unnecessary plot point. Let's see. The source material did not include military characters. They weren't vital for the narrative. That's the important point right there. Transformers focus would have been on the Transformers and not the humans. That was the first thing I was thinking of when I watched the first couple of movies. I found myself thinking the best way to improve these movies is to remove all the human characters, or at least 99% of the human characters. And if you had a human character in it, put them off in the background or something. One of the major complaints about Bay's Transformers movies was their focus on human characters. Yeah. And we're getting more examples of some really bad Transformer design. Oh man, the Transformers G1 designs could have been used from the starts. Bay's CGI robots were heavily criticized. Yes. Yeah, yeah. I see your comment there, Melted Copper, or the first one, the CGI, where no one saw the kind of stuff, and they brought the voice actor back. Yep. For the time, most of us were happy to even get a Transformers movie. Yeah, yeah. It seemed unreal. I think it's part 3 where Decepticons turn. Yeah, yeah, I kind of remember that. Yeah, you go from a giant robot that's like what, 60, 70 feet tall, and they can like transform down into the size of an average human. Yeah, it's only so much disbelief I can have. Let's see. Transformers could have been more character driven. Yeah, maybe. Again, this just shows unnecessary human characters. Oh, yes, yes. It was Sam Witwicky in the first 3 movies. Decade Yeager later on. Bay's characters weren't very interesting, and the narrative was never character driven. Yeah, all it was giant robots running around, things blowing up, and that was about it. Like we have right here, big explosion. And that appears to be the end of that article. No, sadly, it's like this is falls in the category of woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like what would have been, what could have been, what should have been. All right. Another thing I just came across, like it was surprising when I read that there were 5 of them. Then I came across this saying that Transformers 8 and 9 confirmed. Okay, okay. Rise of the Beast. That's the last one. I kept hearing people talk about, Transformers Rise of the Beast, and I just didn't, for some reason, that just didn't click with me. That it was like the 6th or 7th movie. At some point, I think I just disconnected from anything Transformers. That's why I kind of lost count of how many movies were out there. Like I could see 5 or 6. I remember the Bumblebee movie, but then I kept hearing Rise of the Beast, and yeah, it just didn't click with me. Paramount has confirmed plans for Transformers 8 and 9 as a new trilogy following Rise of the Beasts. If you really have to, yeah, go for it. Oh boy. Rise of the Beasts has had the lowest box office take in the franchise, but Paramount remains confident with the future Transformers projects in the works. As long as they believe in it, I guess that's good. In the chat, I see Beast Melted Copper saying Beast Wars is not his jam, and turning into a scary robot ape deflates. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think it's 6. Lots of dumb. Yeah, yeah. I know I've seen the first 3, maybe 4. If I've seen 5, I don't remember that much about it. It's just Oh, that's horrid. That's horrible. Look at that. Can I make this? Oh, that's awful looking. Whatever that is, that looks hideous. There's some human characters. Yawn. There's Optimus Prime, or their version of Optimus Prime. There's that guy. And what? Why is this robot wearing glasses? Does this robot need vision correction? Why? Okay, this is new levels of stupid. Oh, the Transformers movie franchise future after Rise of the Beasts. The Transformers 8 and 9 aren't the only upcoming Transformers movies. Oh, yay. As exciting as it is that two more live action Transformers movies are being planned after Rise of the Beasts, the sequels are still dependent on how the Transformers movies performed. In the end, Rise of the Beast made $438.6 million on a $195 million budget. Okay, so you might as well say $200 million, and you made a little over twice your money back. That ranks as the worst in the entire franchise for box office take. Ooh. It ranks third in the franchise, 52, behind only Bumblebee and the first Transformers movies on Rotten Tomato. Okay. That said, the announcement suggests that Paramount was incredibly confident in Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Well, I guess they would have to be if they doubled down on. We got Transformers 1. I'm going to open that up into another tab because that could be interesting. Maybe. Oh, animated prequel telling the origin story of Cybertron, Megatron, and Optimus Prime. Yay, I guess. Earth Spark Season 2. I didn't know there was an Earth Spark Season 1. The second season of Paramount Plus's animated series. Okay, I didn't even know there was a animated series on Paramount Plus. That's new. Oh, aha. Dadman Walking. Hello. Hey there. Passing through on the way to sleep. Have a great stream. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by. And have a good sleep. I may eventually get to that later tonight myself. Unless I stay up all hours of the morning. I don't know. Let's see here. That's the end of that article. And I do recall I clicked on Transformers 1. So let's see if that will. There we go. Oh, goodness. Story, cast, release date, and everything we know. This is another Screen Rant story led by Chris Hemsworth, which I already know he's going to be the voice of Optimus Prime, so there's no shock there. See, Transformers 1 is an upcoming animated film that will explore the origin story of Cybertron and the relationship between Optimus Prime and Megatron. The movie is taking inspiration from the original Transformers story from television and comic adaptations. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So somebody out there has read a comic book at least and watched some of the original TV show. Yes, yes. Cast of Transformers 1 includes Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime, Scarlett Johansson as Alita, or Alita? I don't know. Keegan Michael Key as Bumblebee, and Lawrence Fishburne as Alpha Trion. Okay. That could be interesting. I'm kind of cold reading this article. It was initially announced in 2015 as a movie exploring the origins of Cybertron, blah, 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 blah. Wholly separate from the live action movie series. Yeah. Josh Cooley was hired to direct the animated prequel. Okay. And it looks like we'll be getting it September 12th of 2024. So not too long of a wait, I guess. We got the casting news and story details. Here we go. While the majority of Transformer 1's storyline remains a secret, the few details that have been released confirmed that it will be an origin story exploring the relationship between Optimus Prime and Megatron, probably when they become bitter enemies. And they turn from allies to enemies. Yep. Seems likely that Transformers 1 is going to stick closely to the Autobots' backstories from the source material. Oh, promises. But okay. Telling a completely separate story to the main line live action series. Yeah. Okay. I'll wait and see. That's pretty much how I take these things. Like wait and see. They might accidentally stick close to the source material. We have no idea. I just can't. I can't wrap my head around Chris Hemsworth voicing Optimus Prime. Let's see. Next article here. Let's see how long I've been going. Not quite an hour. I won't be going long tonight. I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. Now, the interesting thing I came across off the AllSpark website, Transformers website, is Peter Cullen receives. Let's see if I can't enlarge this. There we go. That looks bigger. Now, this is pretty cool. Peter Cullen receives Lifetime Achievement Award from National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. So this happened pretty recent. On Sunday, December 17th, 2023, the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences held the second annual Children's and Family Emmy Awards. It was there that Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, and so many more, was presented with a Lifetime Achievement Award for all he's done in the fields of television and film. Very cool. So yeah, this is This is the All Spark. Oh, Melt Copper saying Peter Cullen is like 90. Maybe the most cheerful part of Transformers. You can tell that part means so much to him. Yes. And it's so very cool that he's being recognized for it. Let's see. I just came across this website shortly before starting a live stream. This looks pretty cool. This looks like a really cool website. This looks like everything Transformers. We got toy news. We have toys, comics, movies, and TV. Chat live on Discord. Join the forums. So yeah, this is really good for any fan out there, whether you're a casual fan like myself or a super fan. That looks like a fun website to explore. I'll do that later. Let's see, which article am I going to now? Oh yes, last article of the evening. Something I came across a week or so ago. There I was looking up what other comic book characters and the like were now public domain, very much like Steamboat Willie is public domain. I came across Comic Book Plus. It's comicbookplus.com. Welcome to Comic Book Plus, a massive site where every day is a party day. We are the original and still the best site to read and download Golden Age comic books. We also hold a large and growing selection of Silver Age comic books, comic strips, pulp fiction, old-time radio, fanzines, a lively and active forum, plus lots more. That's pretty cool. Then I was exploring this website a little bit to see just what was out there in the public domain, and it seems like there's a great deal out there. Let's see. Oh, right across the top here, they have about. So this is actually the last thing I'm going to be sharing with everyone tonight before I wrap up the live stream. I just think it's neat to find so much in the public domain. I could see this being a pretty good resource for any creator out there trying to create their own original works, drawing some inspiration and whatnot. Let's see. Welcome to a page that's dedicated to explaining a bit about our site. It contains a brief history of how it came into being, explains about the books we hold, and tells of our future plans. In case you are not aware, Comic Book Plus is the original and still the premier site to legally read and download Golden and Silver Age comic books. Okay, that's cool. That's a very important word right there. But there is now so much more with our addition to of fanzines and our non-English section. Aha. Melted Copper says, is there a counter for Batman in the public domain so I could use black and white Batman to make? Yeah, it's no telling. I have not really explored this website. Let's see if I click on comic books, what happens? Oh wow. Comic books total 42,830 books. Ooh, that's a lot. And we got categories. Okay. So yeah, they pretty much got everything. Newsstand. Going back to 1939. Huh. 1941, 42. Okay. Now, this is something look at that. Some Archie books. Okay. Avon periodicals. These look kind of interesting. Charlton books. Hmm. Oh wow. Old Dell Comics, Western Publishing. I've got quite a few of those. See, there was like Dell, Gold Key, Whitman. Those are some of the oldest that I remember. If I keep scrolling down, what I see, nope, I'm not going to see any Gold Key. Don't believe any of those are public domain yet. But these looked pretty. This looked like a pretty fun site to explore later on. It's just something I was wanting to share with everyone. Okay. Melted Copper saying Charleston was bought by DC and a sort of how the Watchmen were forged. Yeah. Blue Beetle, The Atom, The Question. Yeah. I think I've seen some of the older Question books, not from Charleston, but from early DC. That looked pretty interesting. Let's see. So if I were to go here and click Street Crime, do they have superhero? Superhero. Here we go. Oh man. Some of these are really. Oh, when is Dick Tracy hitting public domain? That is an interesting question right there. Oh, Arrow, Adam the Cat, Adam Man Comics, Atomic Mouse, The Avenger, Atomo Kid, Batmania. I can't believe some of these are public domain, but yeah, they are. Okay, when is Dick Tracy hitting public domain? I know. That is a good question for a quick Google search or search engine search. And is Dick Tracy hitting public domain? Let's see. All right. Just reading a few sentences here. The first serial Dick Tracy is now in public domain, but it also looks like Warren Beatty owns a license to make Dick Tracy movies and TV shows as long as he keeps releasing new projects. This goes off into a rabbit hole that is reddit.com. Oh, the first Dick Tracy strips will enter public domain in 2027, but only characters introduced in those strips from 1931. Wow. Yeah, Warren Beatty owns a license to make Dick Tracy. That is crazy. Yeah, yeah. I remember, I think it was like Warren Beatty that did the first Dick Tracy movie that I don't think I ever watched. I might have watched it. I just don't remember that much about it. It wasn't memorable to me. Yeah, it's one of those interesting things you come across and find out what's out there that's public domain and what still isn't public domain, even though it should. But this has been an interesting little venture down giant robo news. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Before I wrap up tonight, I can hear one of my kitty cats demanding attention. She always waits when I go live. So I'm going to wrap it up right now. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, hanging out a bit, listening to me ramble on about stuff. Let's see. Shouting out to, well, Melted Copper, first one in the chat. Killer Rabbit, thanks for showing up. Lemon Pie, thanks for stopping by there. And my kitty cat has decided to chime in. I don't know if my mic can actually pick that up or not. Let's see, who else came by? Oh, Dad Man Walking, I want to believe. Let's see. Yes, Dad Man Walking. Thanks for stopping by. Yep. Well, this has been a quick little live stream. Thank you all for joining me tonight, whether live or on replay, or if you've been lurking out there listening to me ramble on. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, and all that, because every little bit helps. Until next time, everyone, life is too short for bad entertainment. Go watch or read something you enjoy. Don't waste time on bad TV, bad movies, or bad books. And with that, I'll leave you to it. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Until next time, see y'all later. Real quickly, yeah, I always plan on being on Comic Relief Crusaders Tuesdays and Fridays shows. So yeah, very strong chance that I should make it tomorrow. Like I said, I try to make time for his Tuesday shows and his Friday shows as well. So yeah, see y'all then. Until next time, everyone. Later.